We keep shaking that rumor tree and things keep falling out. We were the first to tell you that the Canon EOS R6 Mark III would have a CF Express Type B card slot, a full-size HDMI, and the same design and button layout as the Mark II. Today, thanks to our sources, we can provide you with the shipping date, along with some more specifications. Click subscribe and we'll get right to it. Your subscription means more to us than finding a genie in a bottle. Hi, I'm Simon, your local DSLR camera toting nerd that scans the news and rumor sites, patent applications, and pro forums so that you don't have to, keeping you up to date on all the things Canon EOS R6 Mark III, saving you time for more important things like doing your year-end taxes. Again, a big thanks to my sources for providing us with lots of leaked information on the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. Now, it shouldn't be any surprise at this point that the R6 Mark III is getting OpenGate. It's not the only camera. The C50 also comes with OpenGate. Are you listening, Sony? Okay, so Canon's providing us with OpenGate, 7K OpenGate, but today we're told it's at 24 and 25 frames per second. Does this mean that we won't get OpenGate at 30 frames per second? No. That's the problem with all these leaked specifications. We get them in drips and drabs. Long-Gop is confirmed, and it's also known as IPB, and that's a video compression method common to all cameras that compress movie files, and you get a compression of around half that of All-I. In All-I, each frame gets its own image. But in IPB or Long-Gop, we get one movie frame, then the camera or computer makes up the remaining frames called B frames and P frames in between the two keyframes. The more P frames and B frames between each keyframe, the higher the compression, the lower the file size, and the lower the quality. And the reverse is true. And Long-Gop is perfect for shooting videos where there isn't an awful lot of movement within the frame, such as talking head videos like this one, but far less suitable for shooting frames where there's an awful lot of movement, moving water, rain, snow, and other elements that are far harder to predict. Look at how natural Niagara Falls looks. Pay careful attention to the water as it moves over the falls. Do you notice any strange artifacts? For scenes like this, All-Intra is the preferred choice. For those looking forward to 32-bit audio, you're going to have to wait until the Mark IV. The Canon EOS R6 Mark III, it comes with 24-bit audio. Now that's still an upgrade over 16-bit audio that we get in the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. But a message to Canon. We appreciate these updates. We really do. I appreciate the updates to the audio that we got in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, but many photographers turning towards video the first time and experimenting with it, getting good audio is a challenge. It's another complex area to learn. Like many photographers and videographers, Canon, I think it's very important to have access to all the settings, but an auto mode for pros would be nice. Not the audio that cranks up the gain and creates an awful lot of noise, and an auto that doesn't clip the highs, protects soft-speaking individuals. For many of us, well, we're capturing conversations. Give us an option for vocal preferences, and check out some of the comments down below for what other photographers are suggesting and how to get good audio settings. And one of the things I was thinking, I know this is a pro-level camera, but keep in mind that, you know, I'd say 60% of photographers are experimenting with video, and then to have to learn audio on top of that, what would be really helpful is you remember how in some of the more affordable cameras like the 70D here, we had various scenes for video. What about having various, well, scenes for lack of a better word, for audio? One's for capturing conversations, for example, in a boardroom where two people are close to each other, or outside. I think that would go a long way. Even myself, having spent a lot more time shooting video, it's taking me getting a bit of time to get used to recording audio with the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. And while we're talking, when it comes to the Canon EOS R5, the Mark III, please give us 32-bit audio as well. Here's another view of the Canon RF 45mm f1.2 STM lens to be announced alongside the R6 on November the 6th. And like this image shows, it would be nice to have a front tally light on the R6 Mark III. Canon put one on the R5 Mark II, but this image is just too cropped to really make out any other detail and to identify which camera it is. And even the lens doesn't give us much. Though I think that this is an autofocus on and off toggle switch. We had reported that the electronic viewfinder looked to be the same size and dimensions, same look and feel as what we find in the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. Sources are now telling us that the resolution is, and you're going to find this somewhat familiar, 5.76 million dots. That's the same resolution as we see in the Canon EOS R5 Mark I and the Mark II. Now, the announcement date is November the 6th. But we don't know the exact time or the time zone yet. So depending on where you live, where you're residing right now, the announcement date could take place on the day before or the day after. We're just going to have to wait and see. And oh, one other thing too I forgot to mention here. We're going to be doing a live stream on November the 6th, 1 hour before Canon's official announcement with my expert guest panel, where we talk about the latest leaked specifications on this camera, who's it for, and as a photographer, should you consider spending your hard-earned money to upgrade to the Canon EOS R6 Mark III because of, well, you've got the extra resolution and stills or the extra video capabilities? All this is taking place on November the 6th. So speaking of dates, when is Canon planning on shipping the Canon EOS R6 Mark III? Will it happen on Christmas Eve? Will it happen in Q1 of 2026? Well, we certainly have good news for you. The latest leaks coming to us indicate that the Canon EOS R6 Mark III will start shipping on November the 20th. Now that's plenty time to be able to, well, book income for the fourth quarter for Canon to help prop up 2025 revenue for an otherwise slow first half, and enough to, well, help us book a little bit more income so we can afford to pay for this camera or the lens. Now I want to say once again, this is huge. A big thanks to all of our sources. This video and this channel would not be where it is today without your support, your trust, and it's very much appreciated. And if you're not a source to this channel, but you've got some information that you want to share with our viewers about upcoming cameras, well then please email it to me at simonDyates@gmail.com. And if you are interested in pre-ordering the Canon EOS R6 Mark III on November the 6th, please use my affiliate links for B&H and Adorama in the United States, Wex Photo and Video in the United Kingdom, and Photokoch in Europe. Thanks so much for your help, and for each purchase we do get a small commission back, helping to keep the lights on and to avoid those minute-long Squarespace and VPN sponsorships. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Oh, one other thing, I'm really curious if anybody's heard anything about this. It kind of reminds me of 2020. A lot of people keep asking me about the R7 II. I haven't heard anything since a source about a month ago told me the Canon EOS R6 Mark III and the R7 Mark II will be announced soon. And since then, we haven't heard anything. Now, soon is a very relative term. We interpreted soon to mean, well, sometime in Q4. And it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that the R6 Mark III is what's showing up on November the 6th. But there's another NDA date in place until the 26th. So sometime between the 6th, it wouldn't be the 6th, it'd be, let's see, the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. From the 11th onwards, but before the 26th, I would expect we could have another announcement. That's when we're supposed to get some lenses. Canon could announce the R7 Mark II. This is interesting. Canon rumors had said that the RF 300 to 600 millimeter will be announced in Q4. It would be interesting to announce the R7 Mark II and the 300 to 600 millimeter on the same day. And for birders out there, what an interesting combination that would be. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But that's it for now. Cheers, bye-bye. Oh, hey, one more thing I keep forgetting. Profusion is also on November the 6th. It's a photo, video, and cinema trade show in Toronto at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre, and it's free. So if you're in Ontario, Quebec, upstate New York, Pennsylvania, or even Ohio, then you might want to give this one, pay attention to it, because I went to it for the first time last year and I was shocked. Pretty well everybody is there. It's nowhere near as big as CES, but you don't have to do all that walking either. It's split amongst two levels, and you pretty well got everything that you would want to see: photo, video, cinema, lenses, bodies, accessories. It's a really, really good trade show, and it's free. I think it's the 5th and the 6th this year. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye now.